Hello friends, welcome to Cassandra session. In this session, we will see how we can create queries in our Cassandra database and how we can fetch the record in the Cassandra. So, I'm in my Cassandra installation folder and I'm in bin folder. So, we can start our Cassandra terminal from the bin folder using the command that is /cqlsh /cqlsh. So once we press enter, then our Cassandra terminal got started. Make sure that you have already started the Cassandra services, then only you can move to the terminal using the /cqlsh command, because this is mandatory to start the Cassandra services before running into the Cassandra terminal. So now my Cassandra terminal is ready to create queries. So before beginning to any query creation, we first need a database, because the database is must to create any query. So let's first create a database. To create a database, we have a command that is key space. Key space nothing but a database in our traditional databases. So to create a key space, that is to create a database, you have to execute the command that is create, then key space. Key space is nothing but a database. Now what database name you are giving. So let me give the database name as Cassandra 1. Then we have to use the replication factor to create a database. So to use that with replication, now we have to define which replication factor you wanted to use, because we have two replication factors, that is simple strategy class and we have network topology. So because we are not going to use different data centers, that is used for network topology when you have bigger network, that is inside your company, outside your company, that is your, you can say, different geographical area. So that time you can use network topology, but now we should use simple strategy. So we have to define a class, that is class, then colon, then which class you wanted. I'm using simple strategy, then comma. Now I have to define the replication factor. So replication factor is important because on how many machines in your local network you wanted to create a copy of your data. So replication underscore factor, then colon. Now you have to define the number. So let me put 5. So by this mean I wanted to create my local data to 5 machines. I wanted my data to be copied on 5 machines in the cluster, semicolon. So this is how you can create your database. Create key space, then the key space name, that is database name, that I have given Cassandra 1, with a replication equal to, then we have to define the class, that is simple strategy or network topology. I have given here simple strategy. Then replication factor, on how many machines you want to copy your data. I have given 5. So let me press enter. It is giving error for the replication factor because it is not able to find the replication factor correctly. So let me see how it is given. I have given the strategy spelling wrong. So let's correct that. Strategy, then replication factor 5. So now you can see I have created a database name as Cassandra 1. So let's see how you can create a query, or you can say table, inside this database. So to create a table, you first need to use this database. You can find out how many databases are in your Cassandra using the describe keyword. So let me see how many databases are available that you can see using Cassandra terminal. So describe, then key spaces. By using the key spaces, you can find out how many databases are in your Cassandra. So now you can see I have these many databases, and the database which I have just created is here Cassandra 1. So let's use this database to create a table. So to use this database, the command is use, then the database name, that is Cassandra 1. So semicolon, enter. Now you can see I am using Cassandra 1. So because it is a newly created database and there is no table inside that, so let's see if there is anything inside this database. To describe a table inside this, the command is simple, that is describe, then tables. Once you describe the tables, whatever is inside this, you can find out. Because we don't have any table inside this, so it is showing empty. So let's create a table inside this database. To create a table, the command is create, then the table, and then the table name. Let's put table 1, and then you have to define the schema. So let's define a schema as name, that is string type, then let's put id, that is int type, and then we have, let's say, email, that is also string type. But in the Cassandra we don't have such data type that is string. We have called it as text. So name as text, id as int, and let's say email as text, and then let's say phone, that is your mobile number, that is int type. So this is my schema. And which column you wanted as a primary key, because this is necessary to create a primary key inside your column in Cassandra database. So this is mandatory. So we have to define which column we are going to use as a primary key. So we wanted to use primary key for the, let's say, id column. So primary key, and then we have to give the column name, that is id, and then we will close our outer braces, and this is done. So I have created a table that has name, id, email, and phone number, and I have given the primary key as id. So because we don't have a string in the Cassandra, there is a data type, that is new data type, that is text. We used to give text in the column which is string type. So let me put enter. So now you can see there is no error. So I have successfully created my table. So now if you describe your table, then you will find out there is one table. So if I put describe tables, I have table 1. But if I query this table, that is select star from table 1, so there is nothing. It will only show the schema, that is ID, email, name and phone. So you have to insert a data inside this table. So to insert a data, we have to use insert into, then table name. Our table name is table 1. Then in Cassandra, we used to give the same schema that is given when we have created our table. So let's take a name, then we have ID, then we have email, and then we have phone. So we have 4 values. So this is our schema. Now we have to define a values. So values for the name, because it is a string type, I have given Ajay. Then ID is integer type. So I have given, let's say, 100. And then we have the email. So email is a string type. So let's give abc@abc.com inside the quotes, and then the last column is phone number. Phone number is also an integer type, so let's give any number and then close the braces, then semicolon. So now I have given 4 values, 2 as string and 2 as integer. So let's put enter. So now you can see there is no error. So I have inserted my values successfully inside the table. So now if I will query my table, it should have 1 record. So let's query select star from table 1. So now you can see it has 1 record. So I have successfully inserted a value inside the table, and you can view this like select star from table name. So let's put another value so that we can use the where clause also. So I'm putting another value. So name as, let's say, Sam, ID as 101, the email ID is, let's say, xyz@abc.com, and I have differ the phone number values to some extent. So now I have, because I have given int, and int can't be like so many digits, we have to give the big int. So let me remove few values. So now you can see I have successfully entered the second record also. So now if I query, my table should have 2 records, and here it is. So I have 2 records in my table. The error, which is the error that is occurred for the integer like this, because integer value can't be so long. So it should have the big int if you are giving the long values. So I have removed few and then it is successfully taken. So I have given 2 records in my table. So now if you wanted to query your record using the where clause, you can do that. So let me query using the where clause. Select star from table 1 where, let me take ID equal to 100. So it should come only 1 record. So now you can see how you can use the where clause inside a table which has multiple records, and you can put your condition with ID, or let me put as name. So you can put as per your need. So name equal to, I'm taking, let's say, Sam. So I wanted the name record, that is Sam, for my query, because I have given the primary key on the ID, so I have to use the where condition for the ID column only, because it only works with the primary key column. So ID equal to 101. So now you can see the record for the Sam occurred. So this is to make sure that you have the primary key in your table and you can put your where clauses for the primary key column so that you can fetch the record as per your need. So in this session, we have seen how we can create the table and how we can insert the rows, or you can say insert the record in the table, and how we can fetch the record with the condition using the primary key column. Thanks for watching this video.